Hi everybody, and thank you for waiting while we get connected. And it's good to see you for today's reflection, our weekly reflection that we are keeping at around the 1 o'clock mark every Wednesday. Well, last week I was talking about why it's important that we don't forget to breathe. And this week I'm hoping that we can think a little bit more about how to stay well connected. And of course, at the moment, when we think of connection, we think of plugging into Wi-Fi or into the internet by some other means, or some other form in which we are wanting to connect to the people that we know and who we love, or the people who we work with in different parts of this organisation or other organisations. Being connected, though, I think always starts with the self. And as a Christian, and for many of us in the Chaplaincy Centre team, we'd want to think about being connected to the divine, or for, say, our humanist advisor, connecting more deeply to the deeper sense of self, to meaning and to our own autonomy. So being well connected, I think, does need to begin with the self and a sense of what we in our own lives are experiencing in terms of connection. And secondly, in terms of connection, I think connection to those of us, those who are nearest and closest to us and most fully can understand our lives. This is the second kind of connection that is important. And the third connection, which I would say is equally valuable and vital, is our connection to place, not only the environment, but for me at least, the environment is extremely important, but to our physical location, the basic needs that we need to meet in terms of the space that we live in, not just the world around, not just the trees and the streets or the fields if we're near the countryside. It's about connecting to the very place we are in and thinking about what our basic needs are that make us in our inner selves more comfortable, because our bodies and our minds are also looked after. That's how we can grow and how we can develop, including in our well-being and spiritually too. Now, I don't need to say much more, except I suppose like last week I said, well, let's not forget to breathe. This week I'm simply saying let's not forget to be connected and notice our connections. Next week I think I will be talking to us a bit more about those connections and our circles of friends, our closest friends, our immediate circle of friends, and our wider circle of friends. And then the week after that, we'll think about our circle of influence and how to widen that too. But for now, let's think about remaining connected and noticing the connections we have. Thank you for joining me, and bye-bye.